what lies beyond life? Across cultures and faiths, death holds countless meanings, painted with both fear and reverence. But here in Mexico, for a few days each year, death is not an ending to be mourned, but a doorway to a celebration. It's a time when the souls of the departed cross back to our world, summoned by the love and memories of those who remain. Driven by my passion for exploring the spirit of unique traditions, I traveled to Oaxaca, a place where the veil between worlds lifts and death dances with life. This is part one of my journey to Dia de los Muertos, as a town readies itself for the return of its ancestors. And here's how it went.
Welcome to Oaxaca, Dia de los Muertos. I have just arrived and it's October 30th, so it's 2 days before the actual festivities start here. But right as soon as I arrived, there was just this crazy parade, lots of people in costumes and masks, and we're just walking through the streets of Oaxaca here. So yeah, this is like literally my first moments here at Dia de los Muertos, so check it out. So that was insane and completely unexpected. Again, I wasn't expecting to film Dia de los Muertos until at least tomorrow night, because my understanding is that it starts at midnight on October 31st, and tomorrow there'll be some graveyard vigils and a little bit more of like a solemn part, but this was definitely a big party here. A lot of college kids all dressed up, felt a little bit more like a Halloween party here. So yeah, strange beginning to the video here, but I guess I'll show you a couple of the celebrations that lead up to the Dia de los Muertos here as we head into October 31st tomorrow, and then November 1st and November 2nd are the main celebrations of the holiday. So yeah, unless there's anything later tonight, I'll see you guys tomorrow on October 31st for the beginning of Dia de los Muertos. I've just come back to the town square here of Oaxaca, and it looks like there's going to be a lot more going on tonight, so I'll show you a little bit of it right now. But right now we have a marching band. These guys are still dancing around the square here, so yeah, check it out. Playing in the center here, there's been a lot of people gathering right in front of the church with a lot of their faces painted in different masks. I'm wondering if there's going to be another parade that's launching from the center of Oaxaca here, but I have no idea what's going on. Marching band. I think they're going to be doing another parade here, but it's getting pretty dark and there's lots of people here. But let's see how much of the parade we can see. On the corner for a little bit watching the parade statically, and now it seems like I've joined the parade a little bit, and all around on both sides of the street just packed with people. This parade for about an hour or so, and you just weave through all of the streets of Oaxaca, and there's so many people. Everyone's dressed up, and it looks like from here it's going to spawn into other little night parties here. They're like in some of the squares, bands are playing music, and they were shooting off fireworks in the street, and just really amazing costumes. It definitely like has this really spooky vibe as you're just looking through all the faces and seeing all these skeletons. And again, I just kind of was jumped into this vlog, but I'll tell you more about Dia de los Muertos tomorrow. But definitely a festive atmosphere tonight too. Just people out dancing, drinking, having a great time. So yeah, anyways, I'll probably enjoy the rest of the night and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys, and welcome to Oaxaca City for Dia de los Muertos, a celebration of the dead that I've wanted to come to for a very long time, so I'm very excited to finally make it to Oaxaca to celebrate. And again, yesterday I kind of abruptly started the video because I wasn't expecting to start shooting until today, because the main days of the holidays, starting at October 31st at midnight and November 1st and November 2nd, are the main days of the Dia de los Muertos holiday. But being here a little early, I got to participate in a couple of the street parades yesterday. That was just so fun. We had that one in the afternoon, and then in the evening we had another street parade party with a lot more people dressed up and women carrying flowers on their head, and I ended up parading with them for a couple hours yesterday, which was super fun, and glad I had my cameras out and was able to show you guys that. But again, tonight at midnight is the main time of the celebration, and the main purpose is it's a day where it's thought that the ancestors' spirits come back and party and drink and eat with the old family members. So all throughout the city here, there's going to be these parades, but then you also have these ofrendas, which are little altars with these beautiful, colorful marigold flowers and pictures of ancestors and food and drink to invite the ancestors to come back for these 2 days to celebrate and party with their families. So yeah, I'm hoping to show you guys a little bit of what happens. Again, as I learned from yesterday, you never really know what will stumble across the day, and even this morning I'm hearing music all throughout the city here. But I'm hoping this morning, the morning of the 31st here, I'm gonna walk around and show you a little bit. There's a lot of these ofrendas, again, those colorful offerings, and then you have a lot of these storefronts that have these beautiful marigold arches and stringed flowers. So yeah, let's walk around Oaxaca City a little bit here and see how the city is preparing for the Day of the Dead celebration. Right in that central area, the place is just buzzing with activity. You have a lot of people setting up these art exhibits that are going to be out on the streets. You have people painting their face, putting on their masks for the festivities for today. So just a lot going on. And then I've come out to Jalatlaco, which is a bit of an art district here. And you just have these beautiful flags that are like flapping in the wind above a lot of the streets. And then a lot of the storefronts have skulls and Day of the Dead decorations and the bright orange flowers going around them. But yeah, just beautiful place. So if you come out to the Jalatlaco, it's a little bit quieter, but you have still a lot of just beautiful decorations. So yeah, just a lot going on this morning as everyone's preparing for the weekend's activities. So let's keep exploring. I have just come back to the main downtown Centro Zocalo part of Oaxaca here, where they're continuing to set up a lot of the festivities for Dia de los Muertos. There's the main ofrenda here, which is a really big one that they're setting up all the flowers. They're doing some like sand art beneath it, and then there's some marching bands around, some people in costumes, and there's a lot of these face painting stations. And yeah, all around here too, there's just like beautiful little cafes. There's little markets that you can pop into if you want to get some costumes or supplies for the weekend's festivities. So anyways, this afternoon we're gonna go on a little trip with one of my friends. We're gonna go outside of the Oaxaca city, and there are some farms where they plant all of these marigolds. It's a really cool spot to take some photos and get out of the city a little bit. So yeah, I'm just gonna continue strolling around, probably chill a little bit, make sure all my camera gear is charged for this evening. So yeah, but these days as they're preparing, it's just fun to see Oaxaca come alive as everyone's setting up for the weekend of Dia de los Muertos. So yeah, we'll see you in a couple hours to head out to the flower fields. Afternoon, guys. It's been just a relaxing afternoon for me. I was actually very anxious to edit a lot of those photos from the parade yesterday. I'll show you a few of those. And tonight we have some of the main Dia de los Muertos activities, and tonight at midnight is when the actual holidays begin. And so there's like a little vigil at a grave site, so it should be a little bit more solemn, less party, as people start inviting the spirits of their loved ones back to this realm. So, but before we do that, right as the sun is setting here in this Oaxaca valley, we've come to Campo de los Abuelos, which is this beautiful little flower field. It's only about a 20-minute drive from the downtown of Oaxaca. There's some other farms that are a little bit bigger if you drive a little bit further out of the town here, but here we just have these rows of these bright golden orange marigolds that are harvested for a lot of the ofrendas. Like all of the shops that we saw today would have these bright orange flowers around them. So it's a very iconic flower of the Dia de los Muertos, and I have some friends coming with me. They've been working on their makeup all afternoon, so we're gonna do a spooky photo shoot here amongst some of these flowers. So yeah, they should be arriving in a little bit. We'll do some photos here in the flowers before heading out to the gravesite for the night. Are my friends Carla, I met in Mexico City 2 years ago. Summer, I met yesterday, and we were just walking around Oaxaca and I ran into them here. So anyways, they dressed up, got some spooky Dia de los Muertos face paint on, and we're gonna go shoot a little bit in the marigolds here. just finished up our spooky Halloween photo shoot here in the golden marigold field, and it was just super fun. My friends did all of their own face paint, and they had the flower crowns, and we shot in these like little orange grove here, and it was just super beautiful, super fun. We just had this beautiful sky. So anyways, from here we're gonna head to one of the graveyards that's just a little ways out of Oaxaca, and that's where they're gonna be celebrating and welcoming back their relatives and some of their deceased family members tonight. We have just come to the Ojo Cemetery, which is about 15-20 minutes from the town of Oaxaca here, and it's about 7 p.m. and so the graveyard is just starting to fill up with families that are coming, and they're decorating a lot of the graves of their loved ones that have passed away, with beautiful flowers and candles and some beautiful incense, and it's just a very lively but a little bit more solemn place here tonight. And then I think we were talking to some people, and they said eventually all through the night there's going to be tons of people coming here. There'll be some mariachi bands, and so it'll turn into a little bit more of a festive party as they welcome back their loved ones from the realm of the dead and bring them to the realm of the living for these 2 days, the Day of the Dead. So we're just going to walk around the cemetery a bit here and watch people as they start to set up and decorate the graves of their loved ones. So we have just been walking around the Ojo graveyard here a little bit, and only about half the graves have been lit and visited by the families so far, so I think it's going to get a lot busier as the night goes on, and eventually all of these gravestones will be decorated with marigold flowers and candles. And then you can already hear there's some music. There was like a little band out here earlier, so I think it's going to turn into quite a lively place as the night goes on. And then right outside the wall of the graveyard, there's almost like a fair atmosphere. There's a lot of food stands and food tents, so we're going to head out there because this celebration goes until sunrise, so we have a long time to hang out in the graveyard tonight. So we're going to head out, grab some food, some snacks, some hot chocolate, and then come back a little bit later when the graveyard's fully decorated. have hung out outside in this like little festival area. We had some tacos, some beers. It's about 9:30. We're gonna head back into the graveyard here and see if the rest of the graveyards and the vigils have been lit. So let's head in. Okay. Salud.
¡Salud! Good observation.
About 11:45 here, and we've just been walking around the Ojo graveyard here, and it's just fascinating. All of these graves that have all of these candles and flowers, and then there's a lot of family members that are just hanging out around a lot of the graves here, having some mezcal, having some beers, and just really enjoying some good family time. And we've been able to go around, and Carla speaks really good Spanish, so she's been able to have some conversations with the people, and it's been a really cool way to just have these people express beautiful memories that they had with some of their loved ones and family members that have since deceased and departed from this life. And then throughout the graveyard, you'll have different mariachi bands and different gatherings of people, but it's a very festive, very happy, very vibrant vibe here. Yeah, just as you're standing here, just seeing all of these candles that are all throughout the graveyard here is just amazing. And then at 12 o'clock, it's thought that a lot of these souls will return to this life, and that's when the Day of the Dead actually begins, when we have the next 2 days with all of our loved ones returning and partying and having food and drink with their loved ones that are still remaining here on Earth. So we'll hang out for another 15 minutes and see what happens at midnight. Just after midnight here at the Ho Ho Cemetery, and the place is just still packed with people, and supposedly the deceased have returned here for the beginning of the Day of the Dead, or Dias de los Muertos. And the next 2 days, November 1st and 2nd, will just be a big celebration where loved ones have returned from the realm of the dead to the realm of the living, and it's a time to party and to hang out and have food and drinks with all of your loved ones. And I think there's going to be a lot more parties and parades throughout the Oaxaca Old Town the next couple days, but tonight was a very special night, coming here to the cemetery, seeing all of these local families, inviting their loved ones to come back and join them for the next couple days here at Dias de los Muertos. And like I said, it's past midnight here. I've heard that this party will go on until about midnight, so I'm not sure how long I'm gonna linger here, but it's been a beautiful couple hours just witnessing this very spiritual ceremony here in the outskirts of Oaxaca in one of the cemeteries here. So yeah, anyway, so that's it for part one as we prepare for Dias de los Muertos. And at midnight, the official holiday of Dias de los Muertos has begun, and I'm very excited to see what's gonna happen in Oaxaca the next couple days. So I'll see you guys in the next video when I do part two, when we actually see the Dias de los Muertos holidays, November 1st and November 2nd. But this was an incredible first couple days here in Oaxaca and gets me so excited for what the rest of the weekend has for us. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time when we see the rest of the holiday.